What's good, everybody? Welcome to my channel. So I realized today that I do actually spend a lot of time on Twitter. You'd know that if you do follow me on Twitter. Follow me at 20 Days of June below. So today I'm going to go over the best tweets of this week. You ready? Let's go. So the first tweet of the week comes from @ElixirHipster. She tweeted, "Never understood why bitches get hella insecure about that man going to Hooters. LMAO, he can look at titties and ass anywhere, ass clown." Ass clown is fucking funny. You could easily see more naked women on Instagram. You could easily see more naked women in the mall. Like, girls are not that naked at Hooters, and most of the time they're really just waitresses, and like they don't really care about you. Like, they do take a time to like flirt with you a little bit, but it's really not that serious. Like, go get you some wings, go with your man to Hooters. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Our next tweet comes from @ElijahDaniel, who says, "I miss Rihanna on Twitter in like 2012 when she would just tweet about her pussy and tell people to shut the fuck up." Which, if you're familiar with Rihanna and Twitter back in the day, Rihanna was the original clapback. Like, if anybody came for Rihanna, Rihanna was the first one to say, "Oh, excuse me, what the fuck?" Like that time she flamed Ciara. Like that time she told that girl, "Neither is your AV, clap back." Like that time she told that girl who called her a whore or something, she said, "Oh, nice to meet you, you must be my pussy." Like, that's probably the turning point where Rihanna got to show us exactly who Rihanna really was and why Rihanna's a fucking rock star, because Rihanna never gave a fuck. Our next tweet is coming from @DukeOfZamunda, and it was a tweet from CBS that had a poor little sad white boy in a "Make America Great Again" hat, and the tweet says, "Middle school student attacked on a bus for wearing a Make America Great Again hat." And @DukeOfZamunda says, "Old enough to make a political statement, old enough to get your ass beat," which, dead ass! Your parents really don't have your best interest at heart, because you don't have the coins to go buy that goddamn hat, which means your mom and or your father gave you that hat, which means they told you to take your white ass on that goddamn bus and to wear that goddamn hat. And two, this generation of black people, we're not our grandparents. We're gonna whoop your ass. Like, it's on site for you. This next tweet comes from @Carnegavito, and it's just a side-by-side of fucking Tory Lanez and some like beluga whale from like, I don't know, fucking Shark Tale or Finding Nemo or some shit. Yo! Half of Tory Lanez's head is already in 2018. Like, that nigga's in the future. Like, that nigga got a big ass head. I heard on Joe Budden's podcast one week, they said that the girls are calling him Hatfish, which basically means that he wears a hat, he don't look like an ugly nigga, but he takes it off, and they're like, "Ugh." Like, yo, keep the hat on, bro. Keep the fucking hat on, my nigga. This next tweet comes from @MageTag. I don't really know how to say that, but it says, "Mike Pence would hate this, don't retweet." And it is a picture of Mike Pence with a rainbow flag behind it, and it says, "Congratulations on becoming the first homosexual vice president in history. We like to touch each other's dicks, Donald Trump." So I would like to thank you, Mike Pence, for you being the first out homosexual vice president of this country. You're making America great again just by being you. So good job. This next week comes from Charles270, and he says, "When you get your mustache out of the dry cleaners, but it isn't ready yet." And it's a picture of Steve Harvey without his mustache, which I never want to fucking see again. Because Steve Harvey normally looks like the uncle that just supports you, and now he looks like the uncle that touches you, and I don't really know how to feel about it. So I don't know whether y'all photoshopped his mustache out or whether he deadass shaved his mustache, but don't ever do that shit again, because no, no, no. The next tweet is a video from @FIOYB, and it says, "Kiki Palmer is doing her Facebook Live events, and she's happy." Kiki Palmer is just performing in a room, I guess. I don't know whether it was on Facebook Live or not. And @Matthew Cartier says, "This is wonderful. Good for her. If they won't book you, girl, book yourself." Listen, someone's got to talk to Kiki Palmer and let her know that she's either going to have to be Cardi B or Akilah in the B. Like, you can't be both. You're either going to continue to be Nickelodeon Disney or you're going to be out here. But this mix of the two that you're trying to do while trying too hard is just, nobody's really getting with it. We really don't take you seriously. You're crossing into Lil Mama territory, and I don't really know how you're going to feel about that, so get it the fuck together. Next tweet comes from @JustLikeMike863, and it says, "Tomorrow was the anniversary of Whitney Houston's death, so go ahead and block Brandi now." Like, Brandi, we completely understand that Whitney Houston considered herself to be your godmother, saw something special in you, and you are the vocal Bible. We fucking know it. But Whitney Houston also loved other people, and we also love Whitney Houston, and yes, she died on your birthday, and it's special, but just cut it the fuck out. Like, you act like you're the only person that Whitney's ever talked to or talked about. Whitney's praised tons of girls. Whitney shaded tons of girls. Whitney was Whitney. Like, she had a whole life, and it's not about you. Calm the fuck down. And last but not least, this tweet comes from @LotusEater, and it says, "Wow, who would know a young Donald Trump would look exactly like Lena Dunham in season 1 of Girls?" Oh my god. Donald Trump looks like the big sister of Lena Dunham, who looks like the big sister of the little critter. That's just the truth. So you guys are one big happy family. Congratulations. And that's all for this week's Tweets of the Week. I'm pretty sure there are plenty of other funny tweets that happened this week, maybe even funnier tweets that happened. But I'm not going to be able to see them all. So if you have any suggestions for the best tweet of the week, don't forget to tweet me them. Send me them on Tumblr, however you're going to send me them. Just make sure I see them. As usual, if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. If not, suck a dick. And I'll be seeing you later. Deuce.